41% of high net worth investors think that they don't have the right questions to ask a potential financial advisor. Because of this, the CFA Institute has put together an entire page of a website dedicated to providing investors, especially high net worth investors, questions that they might want to ask a prospective wealth manager. If you focus on serving ultra high net worth investors, then these are questions you want to be prepared to ask. So I wanted to point out some of those to you today, share this resource, which I think is incredibly valuable, and also show you how you can turn some of these questions into a section of your website to be proactive in providing the information that investors are going to be looking for. I'm Samantha Russell from 20 over 10, and let's dive in. So the website is called therightquestion.org. You can see right here in my browser. And when you land on it, what I love is that they've divided it into a couple different sections. So we have the background information, fees and expenses, the profile section, client experience, and then the investing approach. So with every question, you can peruse the questions in general, or you can click on any one particular question and get a sense of what this question is supposed to be getting at or why the CFA is including it. So a couple things I want to point out. With the fees and expenses, so many financial advisors still do not include a fee section on their website. Yet as consumers, we absolutely expect to know and be made visible to us in a very clear way what something will cost before we engage in a service. So if you do not already, make sure you have a fee and expense, a fees and pricing section on your website that is very clear and lays out what somebody would expect to pay if they're paying for your services. We have many different examples of the way you can lay out fee pages, and we'll link to them below this video so that you can easily peruse them and see what a good layout might be for your own business, but just make sure that you're including them right on your website. One of the other sections I want to point out is of your clients that are similar to me, how often do you interact with them and in what way? What kinds of updates will I receive if we engage in a relationship? What type of reports will I get? So all of these questions are really about communication. And many people believe that most investors don't fire an advisor because of poor performance, but because of poor communication. And these questions really speak to the heart of that. You want to have a communication plan in place, and not only have it in place, but clearly articulate what that plan is to new clients when they are seeking you out. So these questions should not only be something you can answer quickly, but they should also remind you of the importance of communication with any of your clients. And then lastly, one of the questions I want to point out is under investing approach, there is the question, what do you think your specific value add is, and how would I recognize that in our relationship? I find that many people have trouble articulating a unique value proposition. They feel like most advisors provide the same services because they don't understand the differences between them. So making sure that you've articulated a unique value proposition is incredibly important. If you actually head over to the 20 over 10 blog.20over10.com, and you just search here for unique value proposition, there is an entire guide that we have that you can reference all about how to create a unique value proposition or unique selling proposition, what the 4 steps are. There's a video outlining those steps, and it will walk you through all the steps so that you can easily create one. And there's also some great website examples for you as well. Now, with all of these questions, you're going to go through those 23 questions that the CFA has outlined and write down your answers, be prepared to discuss them. But going back to my earlier point, rather than just being reactive, what I'd like you to do is create a FAQ page on your website where you take some of these questions and you answer them directly. So you can see here on this example site, if you click on any of the questions, there's a quick answer below it. And this is like an accordion style approach. This is great because it allows people to peruse all the questions and only click on those that they're interested in. This is a great way, again, to be proactive in providing answers that clients are already looking for. Again, the resource to get all of these questions from the CFA Institute is therightquestion.org. And we will link to that below this video as well. If you need any help updating your website to articulate your unique value proposition, if you need help to write your unique value proposition or create new pages on your site to be more dynamic and include FAQs, please reach out to our team at 20 over 10. You can use the email marketing@20over10.com, and we would be happy to hear from you and work with you. I'm Samantha Russell from 20 over 10, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel where we share a helpful marketing tip every single week. Thanks, everyone.